How you doing? Can I help you? Whoops, I'm sorry. Does this work? Yeah. Hey, I'm Pete, another Epic Journey, and I'd like to do an interview with Cool Scoops here, and if you could introduce me to the owner, that'd be good.
That's me, Paul Russo.
Hey,
nice to meet you,
I'm
Pete.
Pete. Yeah, hey, that's great. This place is, you are the owner of this place.
I'm the owner of this place with my wife and family.
That's amazing. That's amazing. How long
25 years. 25 years. I knew what you were going to ask me. Everybody asks.
Okay, so you built this place, all the memorabilia that's here, and
All my collection.
Yep.
I hung everything on the wall and collected it all, and now it's time to show everybody.
okay, let's take a look. So what's this room called?
It's called the diner room.
The diner room.
Looks like a 50s diner.
Okay.
And actually, it's a museum of Wildwood. Where all the stars from Wildwood appeared here in the 50s and 60s, and this is a tribute room to them. Chubby Checker. We have many of the stars on the walls with their autographs. This is called the Doo-Wop Capital of the world because Rock Around the Clock was played for the first time in Wildwood in 1954 at the Hofbrau Hotel. I think I got a picture of the wall of the Hofbrau Hotel.
Really?
There it is right there on that card.
Wow. So this is the first place that Rock Around the Clock was played.
Yep, Bill Haley and the Comets. In fact, Bill Haley had passed away, but all the Comets were here in 2004.
Is
First
that
show we did.
Get out.
All six were alive and here.
Wow.
Chubby Checker did the twist for the first time here in Wildwood.
No.
Oh yeah, 1960, the summer 60s. So you see all his, and he was at the Rainbow Club. That's his albums, and he's here all the time, Chubby.
Really?
Yeah, he comes for his ice cream, and he's a really good guy. In fact,
The Rainbow Musical Bar.
Yep. And in fact, he just turned 84 the other day. Going to be into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this November, 2025.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's a big collection of all the stars that were here. If you look on the walls, the Kit Kats were a musical group that owned the Riptide, one of the hotels here. As you go through, there's some ice cream recipes on the wall. And
Who's this check? What's this?
that's a Muhammad Ali check.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you don't want that. There's you got Lucy. You're missing Lucy. She helps me. Actually, she does a little bit less work than I do.
Because she's a statue.
Right over here behind the bar is an automat machine, which I made because I wanted kids and Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, people that didn't live in the 50s, to see what an automat machine was. They had one on Broadway in Manhattan, and they had one in Philadelphia. You got a lot of the New Yorkers, Connecticut, and Philadelphians that come in the summer down.
So that's actually a replica that you built.
That's a replica I built. That's, you know, if the old timers remember, people had food behind there, and it was a refrigerated box. And I think on the wall you could see there were just walls full of the food.
Yeah.
And you could go. I remember my grandmother taking me years ago. I'm sure these days people would poison you in those places, but now, now these are all memories. That's Lucy. That's the Cool Scoops background. It's a replica soda fountain area.
Uh-huh.
So we don't serve from here, but when the artists come, they sit here and have ice cream. It's a little more private for them.
Okay.
So, and then of course.
So you've got, there's obviously more rooms in Cool Scoops.
Yeah, yeah. And that's a replica. That's not a replica. That is a Happy Days Juke Box, a 1953 Seabird, and that's the one that Fonzie hit with his elbow. It's not the actual one, but that is another one of the jukeboxes that I collect. And
So that's the same model that was in
same
Happy
model
Days.
number that was in Happy Days. That's the one you're watching the TV shows, and he hits his elbow on it, and it starts.
Wow.
You can hit it with a sledgehammer. I don't think it'll start. So I fixed it.
That's beautiful though.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
it.
beautiful looking. Yeah, it's a really nice piece of history. Now, not only did we hit the walls, I did the ceilings in this location of all the stars that performed in Wildwood. Count Basie, Eartha Kitt, Bobby Rydell, Charlie Tracy, and every ceiling tile has somebody else, and that's their
Wow.
that's their movie poster. That's their when they appeared in that hotel.
What a great idea. So you did all the decorating here.
We did all the decorating, and we put. There's a method to my madness, and this is the Wildwood room. Not only antiques, but it's a history of Wildwood. It really is a Doo-Wop Capital, not only of Doo-Wop architecture, like South Beach. It's Doo-Wop music.
Fantastic.
And it's where all those artists came to hone their art before they went to California, Las Vegas, or whatever. Sammy Davis, Al Martino, everybody performed here except Michael Jackson, Elvis, and Frank Sinatra. Everybody else.
So when I say who performed here, it's everybody
but those guys.
Wow. We are in the entrance, the main room. This is like your main dining room?
You come into when you enter in the store. This is called a drive-in movie room. I don't know if you can figure it out.
Wow, it does look like a drive-in.
It's a drive-in movie with drive-in speakers, and let me tell you, I have a 57 Chevy, a real car that we had cut down to a car seat or booth to eat ice cream in. And the license plate say Cool Scoops. This is a 56 or 57 Ford Fairlane, and of course,
A pink Cadillac.
the 59 pink Cadillac. Okay, this is the car that Elvis bought his mother, a pink Cadillac in 1959. First thing he bought when he had money. This car is a 57 Chevy, and this car was hit on the sides, so we were able to buy the back to make a boot seat. And if you look way over there by the King, that's our cash register. That's the front end of the 57 Chevy. All the lights light up.
That's
Great stuff.
so that's the same car.
Same car. Yep.
So that's the back,
That's the back, that's the front.
and it was hit in the side. It was T-boned.
Yep.
And then
both sides.
and you bought the.
We were able to save the front and the back.
That's incredible.
That's it. And this is where everybody necks.
Now, who came up with these ideas?
Well, I'll take the credit, but my wife won't give it to me. We needed to come down after 9/11, which I'll probably explain to you later in this episode. But we came down with the family to start this because her family are in the hotel business.
Okay.
And they had a couple of hotels in the area. So after 9/11, when business got shady in Manhattan, where we worked, we decided to come down and do something that was typical of the Doo-Wop music theme and architecture. So we went back to the 50s and created Cool Scoops Ice-Cream Parlor.
Wow. So what is your background? You must be like an
I was
entrepreneur.
a graduate architect.
Really?
Yeah, I worked for Grumman Aerospace. I worked for furniture consultants. I did many floors of World Tower 1 and the World Trade Center.
Wow. So interior designing was kind of your
Yes,
forte.
my wife and I were interior designers, architects, and we actually did work in World Tower 1, and when that came down, we owned this building a month later after 9/11. In October of 2001, we bought this building. It was an old hotel, and we redid it into, what it is now, Cool Scoops Ice Cream Parlor, which is a destination location. I mean, you could go to a Dairy Queen or you could go to any ice cream
Yeah,
store.
but why? You could
But
come
if
here.
You want to come here and sit for hours and look at the memorabilia on the walls, and I mean, it's just a place to be. And we have families who traditionally come here every year for 25 years. Let me show you what the building looked like in its heyday. This black and white picture was actually a postcard of the K's Motel. That's actually a business card. It has foam mattresses, so everybody wanted to stay here in the 50s. The motel was back there. It was 4 little rooms.
My gosh.
This was actually the family's house.
So this is the house.
Yep.
Okay.
The windows in this area are the windows I decorated with memorabilia on both sides. Those are bedroom windows.
So this is the dining. What do you call it? The
diner room.
The diner room. This
Yep.
is the diner room right now.
Yep.
So how does this is where we're standing.
Yep. This was an open area that they walked into. And after many years, it became a barber shop,
Is that right?
Rachel's hair salon. And then in the 80s, they added a second floor.
Wow.
And then it was 2 different hotels to when I bought it in 2001. And then we made it Cool Scoops to Doo-Wop Capital of the world. Pink and blue colors and balls, and we did it all. Let me show you. We do neon here in Wildwood. Neon signs both inside and out of the place. There's Cool Scoops.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a cool.
That's a
thing.
beautiful sign.
Yeah, it's really. It's a double-sided sign, and it's you can see it from either direction, and it is definitely Doo-Wop. It's got the record, the car on it, and of course our names, Cool Scoops Ice Cream Parlor. If you go out further towards the street, you'll see a giant 12-foot cone on the front of the building.
There we go. That's beautiful. Look at that.
All the pictures and cartoons of all the famous people from the 50s and 60s. The Beatles, Elvis and Marilyn. You got Lewis and Martin, and you got Frank Sinatra and Lucille Ball at the end.
Okay, what's the next room?
We're going to hit the next room. Well, you look at these things first. We've got more in the car room. We've got meters, parking meters, air meters, a telephone booth from the 40s and 50s. Got the cape of Supermanager where he gets dressed every day. And then he flies to Lois Lane. Let me show you the next room.
Okay, let's go.
This we call the Happy Days room because it looks like Happy Days furniture.
Wow,
Yeah,
this is amazing.
this has the original vinyl seats that they had in Happy Days, the chairs, the boomerang tables. This side has...
So the boomerang
Yeah, boomerang.
is what we're talking, is this pattern
Yep.
that you see in the Formica.
Right, they look like little boomerangs.
And
They
it
come in
actually
different colors.
matches the seating.
Right, every room, as you look back to it, there's the gray and teal. In another room, this is red, pink, and other colors, and white. And then, of course, we have the predictive television.
That's amazing. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah,
Is that color?
It's color, and it's hooked to cable. We had it done in case there's a disaster and somebody wants to watch the news.
And you can-
we don't turn it on because people stay too long to watch the show.
But it actually works.
Oh, yeah, it works. It's
That's
great,
incredible.
great
What year is that from?
stuff. 58, 59.
Really?
Yeah, it's a beautiful machine. It's all refurbished. The original box, and then they put color screen and everything else on the
And what's sitting on it?
This is Grandma's furniture. This is what we used to play in when we were younger. That's our radio.
And this is actually your grandmother's.
Well, not really, but it's somebody's grandmother's.
Okay. That's amazing.
That's what we had.
I can't help noticing this guitar here, and it's autographed by Peter Tork. The Monkees?
Peter Tork and Mickey Dolenz were here in 2006. You'll
Really?
see a picture later on the wall. We named 12th Street Monkey Way. It was their 40th anniversary of the Monkey Show on television.
Get
In
out.
68, 67, 68. And Peter came. They both signed the autograph that's hanging somewhere else. And Peter left his guitar and signed it for me.
Oh my gosh.
Great guys. All great guys.
That's amazing.
Okay. George Barris sent the Monkey Mobile you'll see in the picture. Don't forget to look up at the ceiling. They're decorated as well. These are puppet dolls. That's Punch and Judy over there. Old cameras. I've got Star Wars characters, comic book characters, old walkie-talkies. Just amazing. There's your Lincoln logs that probably weigh 500 pounds. We'll sit under that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. And that's the Wildwood tram car.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. And postcards from Wildwood and so much stuff. But
And what the heck is this?
That silver thing is 100-year anniversary. It's a time capsule with all the people that have visited us here. Autographs from Chubby Checker, Bobby Rydell. Their baseball cards from American Bandstand. I got the drummer from the Comets.
Is
Who
that
was
right?
almost 100. He signed his drumsticks in there. It's a great memorabilia in there. And that'll be opened in about 93 years. So somebody will have to tell me who gets it. Because I won't know, you and I won't be here.
Wow.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. And these are all my parents and grandparents' old cameras, the Brownies and the Polaroids and whatever else they collected. That
What's in the case here?
those cases are original TV remote controls, no batteries. They went on sound.
And what year was that
Oh
from?
man, the 50s, late 50s, when the TVs came out. They were black and white, and they didn't have batteries. So when you press the button, a sound that it made inside would turn the TV on. The other button would turn it off, and then it had volume.
Wow.
And then you had grandchildren or children to turn the channel if you wanted it, because that's all it did was turn on and off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's really cool. Look how lazy we've become.
All right, so here's the Monkees
There's the Monkees.
when
Yep.
they got here.
Yep. Only one
And
left.
then
Those are the
going
Beatles
down.
on Ed Sullivan. Yep. Of course, you got a picture of Ed Sullivan right under them.
Wow.
That's the Godfather album signed by Al Martino, who played Johnny Fontaine. The reason they put the horse in that guy's bed was by Johnny.
wow.
And of course, these are drum heads signed by the Vocal Group Hall of Fame and other people that have visited us over the years. Those are all original autographs of people from the Dovells, the Orlons, the Comets, Chubby, Bobby Rydell, Charlie Gracie, anybody you could name that visited us here signed that. It's an amazing location for musical history.
And you've got it all captured right here at Cool Scoops.
It's here. It's something so you can look at while you're eating ice cream.
Unbelievable.
It is cool.
What's in this room?
Well, this Coca-Cola door is actually the men's room. You
Get
can
out.
see when the light's on, somebody's in there, but we set that up. Nobody's in here now. And this is a 1950s barbershop. Oh, I can't believe it. A real barber chair. A real barber chair with all the bells and whistles and the tonics and razors and scissors and the barber pole. Brings you back in time.
Scale doesn't work while you're on vacation. Go eat more ice cream. Great advice. Now, again, you decorated all of this.
I decorate. That's my stepdad's Korean uniform.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Yeah, we kept everything. We're big veteran people here, too. Commercial advertisers for Dimble's and Macy's, all the stores we shopped at as kids. And, of course, the biggest urinal in New Jersey. Oops. Don't fall now. He's going to sue me. And, of course, please don't put cigarettes in butts in there because it makes them soggy and hard to light.
That's a gigantic urinal. That's the biggest urinal I've ever seen in my life.
The kids swim in it. Look at all the cool stuff and barber stuff in there. All the old antique soaps and if you're not an old person, you won't remember any of that stuff. But Barbasol and all the tonics they use on your heads.
Do you mind if I try the urinal?
Yeah, go ahead. Whew, that's better.
All right. What's the tour? Continue.
Let the tour continue. Here it is. This is called the. Let me show you the ladies' room.
This is the ladies' room.
This one.
The 7-Up machine. Get out.
If you don't have a barber shop, what would you have? A beauty salon.
I can get my hair done right there.
I'll tell you, that bonnet came with the building in 2001.
Well, there was one of those pictures you showed.
It was a beauty parlor.
It was a beauty parlor
This
here.
came with it, and it took me 8 years to find a chair it fit in on eBay. The bonnet just sat by itself in a corner.
Oh, really?
And I got
and
the
you said you
exact chair.
matched that all up.
Yeah, came out
That's
really good.
That's an amazing amount of work that you go through.
It's an antique store museum. It's you don't just get ice cream here. It's a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. And you got this is actually my grandmother's Singer sewing machine.
Yeah.
We got penny scales and of course all different props that we used in the rooms to breathe better with Vicks. Old luggage, old furniture, penny scales. This is what my mother used to have on her head forever. Not that she has any hair, but she used to get that hair done. And of course a dream date. This original 1960s dream date game.
Oh my
You
gosh.
should find your dream date. Now you just go online and get a dream date on.
Who are these old people?
That's my wife and I dressed up as old people with my Elvis car. A couple of years back. That's kind of
Wow.
cool.
That's amazing. That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh my
I
gosh.
look that age now.
And
I didn't look that
that's your
different.
wife.
Yeah,
And
it's a real owner.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Here we go, Coppertone baby.
This is
And
amazing.
that's the bonnets, and these are all the people that this is all the stuff we had in there as children.
I've never seen. I've traveled all over the country. I've never seen hair dryer that looks like a hand dryer.
It looks like the front of an old rat record.
That's amazing. So
Yep, it looks like the front of an Edsel.
I mean, it seems to just fit into the decor right here.
Yeah, and this wallpaper was hard to get. That's original 50s wallpaper, which is the Doo-Wop.
Was this something
Peach.
that was custom made?
Well, they didn't custom make it, but that was very hard to get in round. It usually comes, a square chrome or stainless steel. So we asked them to do that for us.
All right.
And here, 25 years, still dry in hands. And of course, you can see people remember wooden skates, ice skates. I got skates out there with a key that usually went in the street. And of course, my favorite thing here in the ladies' room is where Mary Wilson of the Supremes signed her autograph in the ladies' room at Cool Scoops in 2005 when she was here visiting us.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. And the Supremes played Wildwood for years. So I made this called Coolopoly. And it's just a Monopoly game that has all the Cool Scoop stuff on it. And it's mounted here, and it's still here for years. I'm surprised somebody yanked it off the wall. But it's fun. It's fun to give everybody an experience of the building and then enjoy the sweet ice cream and dessert. And then mill around the building for hours just looking at autographs of people that performed there. The other room that we were in before, all those autographs on the wall are guys that actually came to visit me and signed the autograph for the wall.
Unbelievable.
Very cool. For 25 years, I'm shocked that we had that many people. In fact, there's a picture on the wall out there that says the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame claims Cool Scoops is a landmark location for music history.
I believe it.
No, it's very cool. Yeah, Terry Stewart, the original president of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, wrote me a nice letter plaque that said we have so many people here that are in their Hall of Fame that for an ice cream place, it's a location. Because Wildwood is, again, Doo-Wop Capital of the world. You would never think they'd come to have ice cream, but they do. Chubby's here all the time. This is our TV hallway, TV show hallway. All the TV shows from the 40s to the 50s to the 60s, almost the 70s. And that's when Peter Tork and Mickey Dolan visited us.
There's the Monkey Mobile.
As a monkey, George Barris sent the Monkey Mobile to do a show out in the street for us.
Really? Right here in Wildwood?
Right here in front of Cool Scoops. I got pics of that. And of course, Mickey and Peter were here at the show, and they signed autographs.
There it is. Here's the Monkey Mobile.
Yep.
In front of Cool Scoops.
Yep, that's us. And that was 2005.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a very good year for us here. These guys couldn't wait to come. It was their 40th anniversary of the show on TV. Great friends. They both played at the convention center. It was just a real fun time for those guys. I'm big fans of the Monkees. They were one of my favorite groups as a kid growing up. They made me love music.
And at the other end of the spectrum, I see Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe it.
Oh my God.
I didn't know they ate ice cream.
No, they don't, but they like to, sit at all the shows, and you can buy an autograph from them. They sit at a table for all those Halloween shows. That's where I get most of my washing machine autographs, unless they come here. Keep bags to change the garbage. But I remember catching her flabby skin on her underarm in some of these cranks. This was actually an electric one, which is pretty rare for that time. But I mean, 40s and 50s, they did the laundry in the house. If not on a rock outside, they did it in this kind of. It's really nice to show the kids. And then, of course, more cleaners, vacuums, old Hoovers.
My parents had one of these floor polishers.
Yeah. And, a lot of people that come visit me bring me stuff like this.
That's amazing.
I have 20 toasters with woven ends. I mean, it's just an amazing thing. And there's a lot of stuff that I find in dumpsters when I dumpster dive.
Really?
Wait till you turn around and see this.
Oh, look at this.
Big light telephone switchboard. And maybe some of the young guys remember the Laughing Show where One Ringy Dingy and
Lily
Tomlin
used to do One Ringy Dingy?
Right.
Is this the party to whom I'm speaking?
That's it.
Yeah.
And this was in one of the hotels in Wildwood, and they were throwing it out.
Get out of here. And you got this out of the dumpster.
4 guys to lift it out of a dumpster.
What a prize.
It is kind of cool. It's a piece of history from Wildwood. And of course, all you guys remember Christmas trees, and the aluminum Christmas tree is famous for the 50s. You used to get a shock when you met Santa. And then you had the light that spun.
Yeah, this thing
and
here.
you got all colored tan and while you wait for Grandma to unwrap something. And of course, this was a dumpster find too.
Get out of here. You found this in the dumpster.
All rusted. The mirror wasn't there. The chromes weren't there. The stickers weren't there. Definitely not the candies. It still works.
Really?
Unfortunately, the candies cost me triple what I could sell it for. I can't change the price of it. Yeah, that's it.
It's Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at the hair. I used to have
Doris
that hair.
Day.
Doris Day. She was great. She just passed.
Now,
Fred and Ginger.
here's the Beatles.
Oh yeah. I think you're pointing at something else.
Oh wait.
That's my favorite dance couple.
Okay, Fred and Ginger.
Yeah. That's the Beatles. And of course, Woodstock. We lived up there. I was 8 miles from the Woodstock, the original one, but I was only 10. I wasn't allowed to go. When they did the 25 years, I had children. I wasn't allowed to go. So, I'll never get to go to see Woodstock, but it's still there. It's beautiful up there now.
So, Paul, tell me how you got involved with doo-wop, because you're a young guy like me, and that's not our generation. We were 60s, 70s music. So
as a child,
doo-wop is in your blood here.
Right. Well, I was born the day Buddy Holly died, February 3rd, 1959. Big Bopper came down, Richie Valens, they all died in that plane crash, February 3rd. And that's the poster, the day the music died. And that's what Don McLean wrote in American Pie, my birthday. Even the Crickets, who didn't take the plane and lived, came to visit me with a pair of his glasses.
Really?
Yeah.
With a pair of Buddy Holly's glasses.
Buddy Holly's, his black corner room glasses. They're really nice guys, and they still played. I think Sonny, a couple of them just passed away, and that's 66 years later.
So they came here and actually.
Yeah, they came to perform at the convention center, and they came to visit me.
Is that right?
He said, "Oh, look, that guy, his buddy Holly, but with 800 pounds extra on him." No, they didn't say that. Yeah, they were great guys, and they used to perform all over. And it was a shame because he was 22 years old when he died. Richie was 16 or 17. I think Chantilly Lace, the Big Bopper, was only 26 or 28, and the pilot was 20-something years old. And it was pilot era, and the plane went down a couple minutes after they took off in Clear Lake, Iowa, and that's when my mother gave birth.
To you?
To me.
So there's got to be some kind of...
And I can't sing. No, I can't. But I can. But I don't.
Yeah, but you're preserving...
Yeah.
So there is something actually spiritual with the doo-wop that's inside of your heart.
It means something to me. It means something to me.
I can't believe that's really not some kind of coincidence that...
It probably is. Well,
you were born...
All the years that I grew up, after I was born on the day he died, relatives would give me pictures, either signed autographs or pictures of all these dead people now. And I collected it for years and years and years. And it was hanging in my garage and in my den. And I said, right after 9/11, let's come down and start something where people could see all the collection. Why hide it? I already know what everything's on the wall. Let have people see it. And every day people are in awe of just a wide range. Probably one of the biggest 50s and 60s collections in Jersey or on the East Coast.
Absolutely.
It's just crazy
without
stuff.
a doubt. And you know, while we've been recording this, customers have stopped and you know, chatted and
being here
and
remember seeing the Monkey Mobile and Peter Tork and
we
all
were
the
just
concerts we used to do.
You know, said, hey, you know, I was here when
when Peter Tork was interviewed by the radio station.
And I was sitting here listening, you know, having my ice cream in this room.
It's fun. We used to have 2,000 people in the street would come the day after 50s weekend, and it was called Super 60 Sunday, and we had it here at Cool Scoops for many years, and that's when we handed out the Wildwood Music Award, and it went to everybody: George Young and the Rockin' Box, anybody you could think of, the Dovells, the Orlons, Charlie, Chubby, Avalon, Fabian, everybody got it. Even Jimmy Darren, who was in Time Tunnel, remember that TV show? And he was Kidget, he's Mood Doggy.
Really?
Even he got, he was a singer, he was great. I think he's still alive. And it was just, I mean, these guys love to see their pictures on the wall. It's no better honor than a guy to come in and say, oh my God, somebody knows who I am. I'm sure. It really is. It makes them feel good, and it makes me feel good that we covered them. And if I'm missing somebody, I will go find an autograph on eBay or Amazon or something to put in a place of somebody that I have 2 or 3 of. Really, it's really fun. Sometimes I do Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, kids' schools, buses of seniors. I give tours so they can see what an iron looks like, or what a toaster looks like, or what. Yeah, because children, they have no idea. And even their parents. I mean, these are young kids. They pick up a phone and go, "How do I put this in my pocket?" I say, I'd like to see it dial it. And, you know, you make a mistake on one turn of a rotary. Yeah, and there's a wrong number. Yeah, right. So it is kind of interesting to see the faces. What is this record? Well, how does it spin? A needle goes on it. I mean, they're in awe of just just preserving all of this technology we grew up with, and then prior to that, in the doo-wop era. Every day, I don't understand how we grew up without a fax machine, a computer, and we still lived. We went out and played. We didn't have all this stuff. We didn't have a phone to call anybody. So, see what happens. It's fun. Yeah. All right. So here's a room we haven't been in yet. Okay, where did Elvis come from, besides Memphis, Tennessee? Funny story. I won Elvis at a bid in Hyde Park, New York, at one of those auctions. And taking him down before we opened the store was the first thing I put in here. He was in the back of my station wagon, under a blanket, with his hands up. Didn't have an ice cream cone or this. And when I went through a toll booth, the toll guy must have called the police because they stopped me 2 miles down the road thinking I had a body in the back of the car. So that's the king. He's resting. Yeah, I got scared that day. I thought I really didn't have. So the toll booth guy saw this in the back of your car with a sheet over a body. Yeah, but the sheet must have folded down, and you only see his hands up like this. Oh my God, he had rigor mortis. So it wasn't funny. So the state police stopped you. Yeah, I said the king's tired. He didn't want to drive anymore. And so what year was that? 2001. Before we opened, we started 2001. We bought the building right after 9/11. 2002 we opened. It took us all those years and months. We didn't even open the beginning of the season like we usually do in February. July we opened. Wow. 2002. So it's kind of cool. That's amazing. What can you tell me about this jukebox here? Yeah, this is an original jukebox, but it doesn't have 45s in it because 45s only play 2 sides. And this is a Rockola? This is a Rockola Wurlitzer. It's a bubbler. When it's on, it makes bubbles. But that's the clock that goes with it. and it has CDs, so it plays thousands of songs as opposed to 100 records.
So this is actually a modern version of a jukebox in that sense.
The
Instead of
modern version.
playing 45s, this actually plays
CDs.
CDs.
So you get 20, 30 songs on a CD as opposed to 45.
But it, you know, it just fits perfect in the environment here.
Yeah,
it's
great.
great.
And it's free, so that people play for free. Here's the waiting area. People wait online and have something to do while they're ordering their ice cream or before they order. So they'll look at a menu and they'll sit and they'll see all these. Actually, this is my kitchen area display. This is an antique kitchen. It used to have pots and pans and dishes in it, and now it has all memorabilia. And of course, these are my pictures of families from TV shows, Leave It to Beaver and Lassie and all that stuff. And of course, there's a stove, and of course, the refrigerator. Isn't that amazing? And that's what people do while they're waiting online to order. They get to look at all this stuff and explain to their children what they did with it. Because these are crazy stuff. So this is kind of cool.
Definitely, definitely, yeah.
Now come see my car, my dashboard.
Okay.
My Ford dashboard. I'll go back there so you can see it better. That dashboard came out of the Ford Fairlane. I hung it on the wall here, and it became a display unit for.
That's amazing. What year is that? I love old cars.
That's got to be a 56 or 57. It's a dash out of the Ford Fairlane.
Wow.
Really cool. And I put, screens in it so I could see where the other videos are playing in the building. So you could watch the dash, and it's really kind of cool. And that's where all the dolls are. These are all the dolls we had as kids. Some are scary, some are not. So Walking Wanda, some of these are Betsy Wetsy, some of these are,
What a collection.
Chatty Cathy. And of course, this is the Dick Clark doll that we were talking about in the other room. That's him hanging.
Wow.
He got his due. And of course, Howdy Doody and all those guys. This is kind of cool. And of course, this is the back of the register. This is a 57 Chevy.
And this is a real.
This is a real car, yeah.
This is a real car, and this was custom made.
To make it, you could make it a bar, you could make it a seat, you could make it whatever. That's how we did it.
And so this is where. Okay, the sign says cashier, and this is where the cashiers come.
That's what you pay.
That's your touch.
Cashier.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And in fact, Wildwood is known actually for its car shows, its auto shows, its shows on the boardwalk.
Yeah. Okay.
We just had this weekend Trog, which is the race of gentlemen on the beach.
I went to that show.
It's only two places in the whole world.
Really?
California and Wildwood.
And this is a vintage drag race on the beach, and
great.
Yeah, great. I went to that show just this past weekend, and it's going to be a video. And
good.
Yeah, I'll put a link to that at the end of this video.
Hey, let's go behind the scenes a little where they scoop the ice cream, and I have more memorabilia on the wall.
Okay, let's take a look.
I even have memorabilia behind the counter that people can see while they're waiting online.
Wow.
Look at those vintage scoopers. Imagine they worked with those in those days.
Antique scoops.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then, of course, that's a 1960s McDonald's outfit. That's a uniform from McDonald's, when they first opened.
Oh my gosh.
And of course,
yeah, that's Ronald McDonald's costume.
That's his face. Well, that's what the people wore working there. And then I have all the cute little toys we had as kids, the Red Ryder,
all that 60s stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff we used to have for Christmas in a big size. I couldn't fit it here, so I wanted to represent what we owned here.
Yep.
And of course, Gumby and everybody else is up here. All these little soakies. They had soap in them. We used to wash our hair in them. Came in all different people, all different characters. It was kind of cool.
There we go.
That's Mr. Machine.
Oh man.
Yeah, no
space. And yeah, look at this waiting room. I mean, to sit here and there's no problem. If there's a line, I wouldn't mind standing here to get my ice creams. I mean, that's phenomenal.
Look at everything. Well, that's the secret of keeping people happy while, hanging. And then you could probably wait online and get a golden ticket from Willy Wonka.
Everywhere you look. Everywhere.
I have something.
Everywhere.
Don't tell my wife I bought it.
Oh my God.
She'll kill me.
What's behind this door?
Oh, this is where we started.
Get out.
Yeah, this is the diner.
And we're back in the diner.
We're back in the diner.
This place is like a whole new building
kind of cool.
when you come in here.
Kind of cool. And this TV usually Sunday night plays the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan, which was January 11th or something in the year 60. So
yeah.
No, it plays once a week because that's how long the TV lasts before it blows up. Other than that, it's just a cool place to be. We used to do birthday parties. We used to do games. It's such a busy place in the summertime that it's just we're here from 8 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's from February to mid-October.
I mean, here we are in Sunday night, and we took a long time to make this video because there was a lot of customers constantly, and we couldn't interrupt.
It's a big weekend.
Yeah, what's going
Trog
on?
is big. Any car show is big.
Yeah,
Any 50s weekend
was great.
when the artists are here, it's big. And you never know when somebody's going to show up from Philly. Chubby Checker lives in Philly. He comes for ice cream all the time.
Just shows up.
They just show
You
up.
never know who's going to be here. So not only are you
it could be a surprise.
Yeah.
And sometimes I work. That's the biggest surprise.
Well, this has been an amazing tour.
Good.
Cool
I'm glad.
This is what makes Wildwood so special. You've preserved the history of it here.
Yeah.
And I hope you all enjoyed this visit in Cool Scoops Ice-Cream Parlor.
Yeah, come become a diabetic.
And this is what
I
happens.
can't eat it, but I can wear it.
There you go.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy. Come see me.